So for those of you who are regular tuner inners, you may recall me making some kind of rash, foolish statement about wishing I had a project car that would have a 216 or a 235 in it to put my grandpa's dual exhaust modified exhaust manifold on. I would love to have another 40s model Chevy that I could put that on for my own personal use. But who knows, maybe someday. And well, about 3 days ago, a friend of mine who scraps cars for extra cash called me and said I may want to go to his house because he just picked up a car. He didn't even know what year it was, but I may want parts off it before he takes it to the scrapyard. And I went and looked, and yeah, it was a 48 Chevy, and there was just too much good on it yet. I couldn't easily take off what I wanted within his time period, and so I ended up buying the whole thing from him. And gosh, I don't know. I've just got too much going on right now, so kind of putting my foot in my mouth. Got the 48 at home to finish, got the 66 pickup here to finish, and then my own projects. I've got my 86 square body GMC to finish. I did a video on that like a year ago, and I haven't touched it since. I've got a 62 Corvair at home, you've probably seen in the background. My wife loves that car. She's never too concerned about old cars, but ever since I brought that home, it's been her car. And I love Corvairs. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved Corvairs. Not just the car, but the whole story behind them. And I've just been dying to get into that, and I just never have. And what else? Oh, the 28 Chevy I brought it home a couple months ago. That's a basket case. So I've got a lot going on of my own. I would love to dig into this car. I would love to do a complete restoration on it. It's just a few model years too new for me to get really excited about it, but I would. So, having said all that, let's go to my place and we'll check it out. Well, here she is in all her glory. This is a 48 FleetMaster, Chevy FleetMaster, obviously. So, like the one I've been working on in the shed there, but this would be the upscale version, the higher trim package with, obviously, 4 doors instead of a 2-door. Very solid car. Well, yeah, I'd say it's pretty solid. There's a couple dents. There's one in the trunk lid, and then the front passenger side took a hit. The major thing that is missing on this car is the engine. I do have one, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this thing yet. I really like these. I would love to fix this up. I really would. I'm more of my favorite years are 36 to 41. And more specifically, I would say 40 and 41 are my 2 favorite years for Chevrolets. And so this is just a little the grille and the trim are basically the major differences. But it just doesn't have it what those earlier ones did. So, man, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on to it. I was thinking of, parting it out. That's one reason I wanted the whole car, was because there were so many, the whole driveline, the transmission, all of that's in there. There's so much stuff on this that I didn't think I could pull off everything I wanted in a short amount of time when the guy wanted me to, when he was going to haul it off. So that's why I bought the whole thing. I thought, well, I could just take pieces off as I go, maybe rebuild the transmission, maybe go through the driveline, and sell things as we go. But man, even for a parts car, it's almost good enough a car to completely restore, or it is. It used to be these things were only used for parts in restoring two-doors. And that's not the case anymore, necessarily. Now, if you have a good two-door and you're needing a lot of parts, then obviously a four-door is still the way to go to get them. But four-doors have really come into their own right as being appreciated. And this would be a pretty good example, pretty good one to rebuild. The old turret top looks nice and curved yet. A couple dents here and there, but overall nice and solid. The glass is all intact, which that's pretty unusual. There's one tiny little pit there, and then you have some delamination along the edges here and there, but overall the glass is all there and in pretty good shape. Trim seems to all be there. Other than the little gravel guard down there. Hood ornaments a little shot, the plastic. Little dent in the grill. There's things to be worked through. Bumper would need to be rechrome. But I mean, it's very complete. Let me pop the hood off and we'll look at that. Okay, well, there's not going to be a whole lot to see, but here, of course, is our cowling to go in front of the radiator. Got all the steering, transmission's complete, all the linkages, going on back to the driveline. So, got the horns. Does not have the radiator in it. The interior is something you'd expect to see that's been sitting outside for years and years. Just all torn up. Steering wheel shot. Need to go through and dig all the trash out. Cool dome light. Missing a lens though. The little handles on the side are pretty cool. Just anything that was the bake light is just completely brittle from the sun, which is always going to be the case with these things. So the trunk floor looks solid. The wheel well for the spare tire is actually intact, which is one thing that's usually just shot. See if that stays up for me, doesn't bash me in the head. All kinds of stuff that don't even belong here. There's the tunnel cover. Goes over the transmission. Oh, we got a sink drain. That's good. Some unleft old tools. Small block water pump. Grease gun. Rest of the hubcaps, part of the clutch, the part you wouldn't keep. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it for now, at least a couple weeks, a month, month and a half. Anyone that watches this, if you are interested in a project car, email me. Don't put it in the comments, email me directly. Just make sure I see it. I want to know if anyone out there that's watching my videos, you know, I get a lot of you guys that have these projects yourself. And if there's interest out there for the entire car, let me know. If there's not, in that amount of time, I may put it on eBay, I may not. I don't know yet. I'm always willing to have parts cars sitting around for these things. And even if I do, that doesn't guarantee it'll get sold. But, you know, we had the cash on hand to go ahead and buy this. But I'm not so wealthy as to not needing that cash other places, so it would be nice to sell it. If I fail to sell it, then I may start parting it out. But I've just got too many projects right now, I'm afraid, for me to do this. And if I'm going to tear down something completely like this, it's going to be a model year that I want. So yeah. Anyway, just let me know what you guys think. If anyone out there watching this wants to make a deal on it, I will gladly work with you. And I should say, I have machinery available. I can easily lift this whole thing up, step it right down on a trailer, and away you go. So that is all I wanted to show you. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye. Well, hold on, Bubba. I don't know what you're doing or where you're going, but you got work to do. No, actually, I forgot I didn't forget. The other day when I was out here, the first part of the video, for some reason, showing the rust spots went away on me. So both front fenders have it right here. You know, that's just pretty well a flat spot. I think you could easily, I mean, there's a bit of a radius to it, but you could easily replace that. And then, I don't know if I can get up under here and show you. Right up there. There we go. So the part that forms the inner step plate has a little rod on it, and that would be just a flat piece of sheet metal as well. So anyway, I thought since I hadn't published that video yet, we might just see what we got in this car. See what other parts are waiting to be discovered. Now it's just barely above freezing and got a nice drizzle coming down, so it's good weather for doing this kind of work. Screwdriver. I'm not even sure what this thing is. Huh, I'm gonna have to think about that. If anyone knows what that is exactly, let me know. Got body mounts for something like crazy in here. See, this thing was last tagged in 73, so we're looking at stuff that's almost 50 years old. Hey, there's a bumper guard. Fan belt, but I don't think I'll keep it. It's a nice little wrench. It's like the wing nut to a jack. Hold on to it. buckle up overshoes. Nice. Nice hubcap. There's the grease gun again. A big old trim ring for, I don't know. Big old clutch. Huh. I'm not sure what that was. Accessory pouch for something, I guess. Got snaps on it. Tranny cover off here. Cap. There's the other boot. A little smaller. Snow chains. Is that small block Chevy water pump? Spark plug wrench for a chainsaw. Just gonna pull these out. Hey, Daisy. There are just body mounts everywhere. Fan clutch. Say that mat is a little rotten. Hey, that's a nice rock with a hole in it. Cool. Oh, there's an antique wrench. That's an oldie. Another pretty old one. Huh. Interesting little brush. The wrench. Something labeled Bendix. Okay, well, that seems to be it for that. Like I said, the floors are solid, and the guy would really have to vacuum this out. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can see the well for the spare tires all intact. The floor is pretty well intact. There's the bolt to hold the tire in. So let's hop in the back seat, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh yeah, this is nice. Looks like we've had some raccoons in here. There's that starter pedal bracket. That's a good part. Grandma's quilt isn't doing its job anymore. Someone recovered this thing in a saddle blanket type cover. It's beautiful, but no thanks. You. Okay, I see a lot of clutch linkages. What was that? There's a vacuum line piece. Clutch linkage. Clutch linkage. Oh man. Raccoons, I tell you. Threw all their hardware on the floor, and that's right where all the crap is. There's a braking development. Found a fan. But this box is not something I've been looking forward to. It is full of clothes and straw. Ugh.
Well, not for me anyway, I could fit
Might be kind of cramped. Well, here's a nice dress for you. It's even got a hanger. What you think of that?
I like it, but it's dirty.
It's awful.
And there's a nice
Nice
suit for the,
belt on it.
there's a nice suit for the boys.
Ooh. The mice have eaten that one up. Another dress. Oh my, that's just gorgeous.
I don't think Mommy would wash these.
Philip of Dallas.
Only one I would wear is this one because it's clean.
It's not clean.
Well, no holes in it. Oh, that one. That one is a little.
Ooh. Oh wow, that one's fancy.
That one's for the boy.
That's for the boys?
Yeah.
Oh my.
How much clothes? The only one I would wear was actually this one because.
That's fancy.
Yeah. I actually really like to rebuild this all.
So somebody was kicking back in here, eating dessert. A couple sweet plates from the 70s, and there was another spoon somewhere here. Yuck. Yuck.
Can I get Daddy?
Well, I don't know where the other spoon went, but I don't think I'm gonna dig much more on this back seat. Oh, what's that? There's the oil pump drive.
Daddy, I'm done.
Nothing on the back. I think I'm going to lift the rear seat off just for fun. Oh, there's the spoon. Oh, this is awful. Ooh, toothbrush. 22 shell. Gasoline Alley card. Number 42. Sorry. Nails, bearings, they like rocks. Oh no, where's my card? Oh man. Okay. Keep losing her. There, you go over there. Keep hoping I'll hit on some old coins or something, but so far just rocks. Yep, okay. Well, I think that's gonna do it. And got to clean out a huge pile there. I got some really slick dresses that would have been fancy stuff back in the day. Set of dishes. The coolest little squeegee I've ever seen. Got some spare parts, hardware, some tools, and a whole lot of junk. Well, it got too dark out there to continue. I cleaned out the glove box, and there were spark plugs and a few other old receipts. This cool old branded shop rag
Western Uniform Towel Service. I wish this was in better shape. This old matchbook. Chevrolet Advanced Design Trucks matchbook. That would have been so cool. But it's gotten wet and mouse eaten. Old snapshot of a kid. Can't quite tell what's going on. It's pretty dark. There he is sitting on the floor. It looks like he's unwrapping Christmas presents. Nothing on the back. And there were also some really folded up pictures of a girl from the 60s who should really be ashamed of herself for taking such pictures. But we disposed of those. So anyway, that does it. I'd still like to get in under the front seat, see if I can find some old coins or anything, and I'll be sure to tell you if I do. So thanks for joining me. It's definitely bye for now, and we'll see you on the next one.